Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Fine morning to everyone. Good morning, good morning. How you all doing? Una day, my people. Hope you all slept well. How you all doing? Hope you all slept well. No dull moments. Let's share, and let's start. Let's share, and let's start, okay? I don't want to waste time. May I go sleep? I just came back from work. I have to do this. I have to do it. I have to do it. Yeah, una dey make una come. Make una come. A lot of things is going on. Make una come tell me whether this is true or not. Make una come tell me if it's true or not. I need to know now. I need to know now. I need to know now. Make una come tell me whether na true. This is too much. Oh. I need to know now. I need to know now. I'm coming. I'll start now. There is this video I watched of an insider talking to a blogger. So I am going to play the video. Maybe some of you have seen it. I think it was done yesterday. Somebody sent it to me and I decided to say, you know what? Make we listen to her, make we battle with her so that you have an idea of what is really going on with this Mohbad case. This Mohbad case, Who is Mohbad? That is what we should be asking ourselves at this point, at this juncture. I don't know who is Mohbad anymore. Just listen to an insider talking to a blogger. An insider talking to a blogger. And he was telling him a lot of secrets, deep things about the autopsy, about the DNA. Is a lot. Is a lot. How are you all doing? Who is there? Say hi. Let me appreciate you. I can see some people on YouTube. You see?
She was driving and they kept having problems. They kept fighting.
That is the insider.
Gossips, trending, viral content, celebrity lifestyle. Welcome to. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the first time you kindly go to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a new video like this. So without so much of your time, let's get right into the gist of it. So guys, I know many of you are really angry, like especially when I deleted my community post in which I promised you guys the new details I uncovered.
So this is
from
really
an insider working with
an insider got in touch
So
with
guys,
him.
finally the insider actually responded to me this morning because he kept me on pending for 2 days. So I didn't want to post half information for you guys, so don't be offended. And when he wasn't giving me that response, I felt like, oh, I can't put half information out there. That's why I
forward you talk too much, my brother.
So for all the insider from taking aggressive measures, this was why go crazy and all of that. Just like the live video that Amali made, I was telling people that it's because of what Mohbad is taking. That is why he's misbehaving.
Yeah, sorry guys.
And saying all sorts of things against his Malian's record label. So the insider also told me that in that video of Mohbad and Naramali in the toilet, that Mohbad actually accused Naramali of introducing him to the same drugs he was telling him to stop taking. From this point onwards, I started asking him questions via voice notes, and he also replied me with the voice notes as well. So I'm going to be playing these voice notes for you guys to listen, and make sure you stay to the end so you don't miss out what he's going to say. Why would Mohbad even make a video of sharing him up and saying that he should stop taking drugs and all of that? Don't you think that video might have been planted in the phone to push a good narrative of Naira? I'm not saying Naira is guilty or anything, but there's something really awkward about that video that you're talking of right now. I feel like they should be video evidence of how Naira actually attacked him or sent boys to attack him allegedly, as Mohbad stated on his Twitter account when he was still alive, because Mohbad said he had video evidence of Naira sending boys to attack him and all of that. Don't you think there's something fishy going on there? I understand what you're saying. You're right. It's a good question, but you have to make up your mind from the evidences that you have. When you're looking at that from there, there were videos, yes, of course, that he was saying that Miley did this, Miley did that, but there was no video of Miley actually doing that. It was just him recording himself saying, see what happened to him on this and that, but nothing like showing that the Naira did this. You understand? That's just where it is now. So it's not an issue.
So this person talking about is the insider.
But yes, there are videos of him saying that. And then again, the video that he did recording himself with Naira in the toilet, so it's nothing new because they are always doing that. Like all of them, they always record every single thing. Every single thing. We don't even know what kind of nonsense that is. Because Naira never ever beat Mohbad, not even once. You can't even take Naira to court. That's the truth, because there's nothing like that. But it's an assumption, right? So it's Sam Larry you should ask about whether there are videos. Now, if you ask about Sam Larry, yes, there are videos on Mohbad's phone.
Let me tell you what is going on here with this video. So I just want to prepare your mind. This person might be an insider or they're not. But I tell you for facts, free of charge, what they are trying to do now, they are trying to put the narrative there that Naira Marley wasn't the one that was after Mohbad. So Naira Marley is going to walk free. But Sam Larry is going to take the fall for all these things you are seeing. Sam Larry is a deep shit, except him himself. We have to tell on Naira Marley, except him himself has evidence, good evidence, where Naira Marley was sending him. The wife need to start acting fast. The family of Sam Larry, they need to take a lawyer and start bringing out that evidence. If not, Sam Larry is going down for everything that happened to Mohbad, while Naira Marley is going to walk free. I just want to prepare you. That is the purpose of this whole thing. It might be true, it might not be true, but you just listen. Because here they are painting Naira Marley as the good one. Two occasions where Mohbad was even talking to Naira and he recorded himself, where he was talking to Sam Larry, he recorded himself where Sam Larry was saying so many things to him face to face, and he was also arguing with Sam Larry and insulting Sam Larry and accusing Sam Larry, saying things like, you send people to come, you cannot do anything, you cannot kill me, all that. There's that one there, we are going to even post it very soon for people to see what I'm saying, but not for Naira, just the one that he was talking with Sam. Are you really keen on making videos every time? And was Mohbad responsible for making that video? Because I feel if I was being bullied or attacked, I wouldn't want to make videos of my so-called bully cheering me up. It's really off. I would actually want to make videos that can nail the person, that can actually make the public believe that, oh, this person truly is bullying me and I wasn't mad when I was saying it. Where did that altercation take place? And there are several videos of Sam Larry harassing Mohbad at different locations. So yes, I know it's not at the Marley's house, but there have been several videos of Sam Larry attacking him at a hotel, clubs, and even shows. His mother said in an interview that her son got so scared at a point that he stopped performing at shows. He was scared to go to shows because of fear of being attacked by Sam Larry. That's the mother. That's the mother of Mohbad. Because another reason I read in Sam Larry's petition to the Nigerian police, because if you remember, Mohbad actually wrote a petition to the Nigerian police on the 27th of June 2023 about the attack Sam Larry did at his musical video shoot, where he brought some guys with some weapons to harass Mohbad, where Zlatan
actually stopped Sami Larry. So in this place, I was basically telling him the attack that took place on Mohbad's account balance video shoot, and where Sami Larry said that is because Mohbad was owing him the sum of 2 million naira. That's why he attacked Mohbad in that scene. So my source said even Zlatan gave us the video, like the video of what actually happened at the music video set. The wife gave, Naira also gave, but Sami Larry said his phone was stolen and doesn't have any. He said they're always recording everything they do because they don't trust each other. So in that video where we saw Zlatan trying to protect Mohbad, the insider actually revealed Zlatan submitted a video evidence of the full attack to the police. And in that full video, Sam Larry actually slapped Mohbad, and Mohbad then rushed away from the scene and he entered his car to escape while Zlatan was still there trying to fight Sami Larry. So this insider said, forget that idiot saying Mohbad owes him 2 million. In fact, Mohbad has dashed him money more than 10 times. Sami Larry was extorting him frequently. I think Mohbad just stopped paying Sami Larry, and that's what caused this. In fact, the organization and didn't even pay Mohbad his money. Sami Larry's job is for him and his boys to be following artists like security, and if they don't get money, they can disrupt an event. What about the nurse that injected Mohbad? Because the hospital released a statement that Mohbad had actually already died before they brought him to the hospital for treatment. So what do you have to say about that? Because I also heard the nurse have been interrogated and she's in police custody. So I don't know, how is the police going about the nurse? Who actually called the nurse, and why did they bury Mohbad that fast? Because some persons are saying there might have been a possibility of Mohbad still being alive at the point where they confirmed him dead. So he said the nurse is not in custody, that she only gave a statement and left. And the video where Reno and Nera were doing the interview, and Nera played that phone recording of himself speaking to Mohbad, where he asked Mohbad, I hope he's not feeling suicidal anymore and all of that. And Mohbad said, oh, he's not feeling suicidal anymore. So what do you think about that phone conversation? Because some persons were like, oh, it might be doctored, it's AI. You know, why time where AI is common and anybody's voice can be easily faked now online, because Naira didn't actually show the phone screen when he was playing that audio conversation. So people are just really wanted to know about that as well. What are the chances the nurse wasn't compromised by someone who wants Mohbad dead? Since you said it's not the first time Mohbad had called this nurse, so you're saying right now that Mohbad was actually the one who called the nurse for this last injection, right? So what if someone had compromised Mohbad? Because there were some persons saying that Naramali and Sami Larry and all of that, they like. What is the best way to invest for your children if you live in Europe? Okay, so you have some money sitting in your bank account and you using people close to Mohbad to get him. Is it possible the nurse may have been compromised? Because it's really uncertain how he passed like that. He was involved in a fight with his friend, his childhood friend, who has come out to like say that he's innocent of all the claims, that he didn't actually hit Mohbad with any charm. So at this point, he told me that the recording Naramali played of Mohbad saying he's no longer suicidal was actually a legit recording. It wasn't AI or doctored. And secondly, the nurse that actually came to inject Mohbad was actually called by Mohbad himself. No other person called the nurse, and that the nurse was a regular visitor at Mohbad's home, who always came to like treat Mohbad at home because Mohbad didn't want to go to the hospital. I'll tell you guys why he didn't want to go to the hospital towards the end of this video. And that his friend that actually allegedly fought with Mohbad didn't even fight Mohbad. And the wife also confirmed this to Lover, where she said Mohbad got angry and punched his friend because his friend triggered it. He said Mohbad actually fought two people and his wife that day, and they have a video of what actually happened during Mohbad's last show at Ikorodu. Why did Mohbad fight his wife? What actually happened in the video? What actually happened? Because people have also been pointing fingers at his wife. His wife is also a suspect in the eye of the general public. He didn't physically fight with his friend. In the video, the only thing that we saw was that the friend was holding his hand and was trying to drag him and put him inside the car, while Mohbad did not want to go into the car. And then eventually the friend went in and saw to see who were outside, because there were many people outside, and he now turned back again and he came back and still Mohbad was there. I think he was arguing with someone, and the friend physically pushed him into the car so that they would leave. And it was the Mohbad that even hit him. He didn't hit Mohbad back, he just pushed Mohbad into the car, and then Mohbad's wife dragged it up and locked the car. That's what happened. Now, and for the wife, the reason why they had an issue that day, it wasn't even a fight, it was an argument, was the fact that he went for a show. And when he went for a show for some days leading to that time, he has been constantly very, very high on drugs all the time. He was always high and, sleeping off, passing out and stuff, which is the reason why for the past week before he died and things like that, he was not driving. His wife didn't want him to drive. In fact, she was the one that was driving him, and they kept having problems. They kept fighting. They were having issues. So what happened was, after the show, her herself, he was too high, I think, and she was trying to control him and so and all that, and then the real drama was there, and that caused them to start arguing and fighting and stuff like that, but it wasn't physical. That's for the wife. All right. And then the third fight that he had was with another one of his friends. That friend, the reason he had issues that Mohbad said he was not feeling fine. He said that his ear was paining him, and then the ear pain was giving him headache. He cannot do anything, he cannot sleep. That's why he continued taking drugs. He kept taking diazepam, a lot of it, the pill, and smoking and all that. And he said the reason why he kept doing that a lot within that 1 week was because he was in serious pain with his ear, and now it added into malaria, and he cannot feel his hands or something like that. So the friends now said, okay, they will take him to the hospital, and he said no, he's not going to go to the hospital. You understand? That's why he said. So they ended up having an argument and a serious fight. And the wife was there, and they were trying to get him to go to the hospital, and he said he will not go. He's going to be treated at home. Then they brought that woman whose shop was close to his house. Oh, so the fight was actually because they wanted Mohbad to get treatment. So guys, when I heard all of this, that was when I knew this guy was actually giving me legit information, because when Mohbad first passed on the 12th of September, it was reported he passed due to an ear infection. And this ear pain is coming into play once again in this shocking revelation. And of course, the friend actually did confirm Mohbad's wife was in the car, and they were only trying to push him in the vehicle to take him to a hospital, which Mohbad declined. And that was what caused the arguments that day. So the fight wasn't actually a physical one, but it was Mohbad who actually even went physical when the friend was trying to force him into the car so they could leave that scene and take him to the hospital for treatment. But Mohbad actually declined that and opted for the nurse who was always treating him close to his house. Here's a video of the friend actually confirming the wife was in the car, and of course Mohbad was high that day. This is what he said.
But I don't even fight with Mohbad. Do you even know who Mohbad is to me? Mohbad is my childhood friend. Timo, my close friend. I am not saying I kill him. Because that Sunday what really happened, me and Mohbad was on stage together. And Mohbad is fucking high that day. We talk about Yoba, I know, because so he sat down on this car after we came down from the stage. So Mohbad was joke sleepy by. I sat down there and his wife was in our middle. So I don't know anything that happened. He wants to get out from the car. And I was like, don't come down. Oh yeah, wait, let me go and clear the road.
So guys, moving on, I asked him about the autopsy, and I know many of you were actually waiting for this part. What about the autopsy? Because the public are asking, where is the autopsy? So, and we heard that the substance the nurse injected into him might have been the reason why he passed. So I really want to know what actually caused his passing, since the autopsy has been carried out. I don't know if the result is out yet, but the police said it was completed. I really want to know, because they said he was injected with midazolam, and it's a drug that actually makes one unconscious, and I heard he can be unconscious for as long as 2 days, 3 days. I don't know if it's possible. So what if that drug was given so he can pass out, and then they buried him alive? Yes, look, I understand that people are worried about him and things like that, but from our own aspect, we don't know him personally, we don't know any of them personally, so as far as we're concerned, we only go into facts. Right? Good. Listen, Mohbad himself as a person For the past month before he died, he was having issues every day with everyone. Do you understand? Since he started complaining of the pain, and then he was not sleeping and he was not eating and he was just getting high continuously. He was having problems with everyone, shouting at everyone. A lot of things that were happening there, which, caused a lot of issues and things. For the past few times before he died, Mali, them Sam Ladi were not even around him. It was just him and his people that he was having issue with all of them, insult, fighting here, a lot of things, and it was just that period there, as if maybe he knew he was going to die or something, and he was just having problem with everybody. What actually happened? Why was he having issues with his family members? Why were they on his neck? What were they trying to do that Mohbad wasn't cool with, that made him angry and even having a physical fight with them? Look, 4 days before he died, he came back home, right? After arguing with his wife while they were driving, she was driving him back home. I think he went out to something and she didn't want to go. So on their way back home, he stopped by close to where the Malian house is. And then that's where he went and he bought some drugs. So when he got those drugs and they go home, he was too high. And then he now passed out. He passed out because of how high he was. So they were even afraid that he had OD'd. They put water on him in the first way. So in fact, it was this same nurse. She left what she was doing. She went into Mohbad's house. She stayed there, with him until when he was able to wake up again, because they were all scared that something will happen to him. And there's also a video for that. I wish I could just send all these videos. But I'll do it. I'll try to find a way. I'll give you. Anyway, the woman was understood until when he resuscitated and things like that. You see, that whole talk of him being alive and they buried him alive, and only God knows the aspect, we cannot talk about it, right? But you're right. Why did they bury him so fast, and why did they have to squeeze him inside that?
This guy, you sure you are an insider?
Autopsy.
So many things you don't know. So many things you know. So many things you still don't know.
And then we have a further research on it, right?
Sorry, guys.
Whereby we see things. Well, when you're talking about the physical aspect of him was that we saw, number one, he had a broken neck, right? That's just because his neck was bent for some days like that, so it dried like that, so he had a broken neck, number one. Number two, he had needle marks on his neck. He had, because they gave him an injection and things like that. Then, number four, there was no extra injury on him, only from his ear, you understand? And for the injection that was given to him, so many of these chemicals, they do not last up to 4 days in a person's body. So if yes, there were people who were doing this thing, they wanted to clean all that. Of course, after 8 days, those chemicals cannot be seen because they will have left. Because the drug you're talking about leaves the body in 4 days. So we cannot talk about something. If the autopsy was done immediately, then we can talk about that. But we can't. But from the urine sample and the blood sample that we got, the only drugs that we were able to see in his body were diazepam, ketamine, codeine, marijuana, and what's the name of that one? Tetanus and tetanus injection. Those were the only ones I was seeing. But other drugs could have been in the system, but would have left within, because they might not last up to 1 week. They might live up to 4 days. So the drugs they mentioned that we found in Mohbad's body are actually antidepressants, like the likes of the diazepam and ketamine. They're all antidepressants, and I think Mohbad was taking this because he was actually depressed. And this depression was due to the fact that Mohbad was actually being bullied and harassed constantly. Imagine he was just shooting a music video, and all of a sudden, Samilari just comes with his boys and drives this fear into Mohbad. That's the correct question you should be asking. Why did he keep having clashes with his people? Because even his dad had to go to his house and even prayed for him, where he even dashed that 500,000 some days before he died. He dashed a lot of people money within that last 1 week. He made a transfer of 500,000 to like 5 people. He dashed someone 2 million. He gave his brother some money. He sent money. He was just dashing people some money. All in all, almost 10 million naira. Just dash. You understand? But I don't believe they buried him alive, because from what we can see, his neck was bent after death, not before. Now, yes, he could have died of a reaction to the injection that was given to him as possible. But then we couldn't find it inside the kidney because it had left the system. So this is the man confirming that even if Mohbad was injected with some anesthetics to make him unconscious, that chemical or drug would have left the body in 4 days. I know Mohbad was already buried for more than 4 days, so that drug would have left his system, making it totally undetectable. So maybe if Mohbad's dad had taken him to a mortuary, then the answer to what they injected him with would have probably be found. When I even searched Google on these anesthetics, I heard they last just 24 hours in the body. And for the other drugs that we found in his body, those ones last longer than those anesthetics. And you can see on the screen where they say the psychoactive component of marijuana is detectable for up to 90 days in hair, anywhere between 1 day to a month or longer in urine, depending on how often the individual uses it up. It can last up to 24 hours in saliva and up to 12 hours in blood. And I also feel like the coffin, the casket that was used wasn't the right size. So I feel they had to forcefully put him inside there. And in the process, it might have broken his neck. That's what I'm observing in this whole thing. So I want to know, was it the ear infection, the drugs? And I know you said after 4 days, the chemical would have left his body, so it's hard to ascertain that. But still shed more light. Well, why would they be selling drugs so close to the Malian's house?
Already, we had already investigated now. We even know the dealer that he bought it from. You understand? So that one is there, but it was in Mali. Mali was not even in Nigeria. You understand?
Always covering for Mali.
Now, the ear infection you're talking about, right? He has an ear infection which causes a lot of pain. Now, we have two ways of thinking. You can say, okay, look, treatment to that ear infection, right? It was the reaction to treatment of that ear infection that started this. Is all right. You can also say maybe the drugs that he took was tainted. It's possible. You understand? But the issue here is this. When you see the system, he had not slept for some days. Like for some days, he had not slept. And then he was constantly just high, one after the other, one after the other. And so it's quite a complicated issue. People are just beginning so basic. It's not that simple. To get to the root and the truth of this matter, I will tell you this. Only a few people can actually say they know what is happening. The ones that were around him at of time of death. So now the question to ask is this: what was time of death? Exact time of death. Then you start from there. That's how we do the investigation, right? But who was around Mohbad? His wife. His wife was around him. His friend was around him. And one other person that we are yet to even locate. We don't know where he is. But we don't know where he is. That's the truth, So they're the only ones that were there. And they're the ones that tried to get him to the hospital. And then what happened? When they got to the hospital, after they checked him, the hospital themselves refused to take him because he was already gone. He was dead. Not that he had passed out for some days. No, he was gone.
Can see the wife said the friend, the mobile childhood friend, had a beef with him and truly they fought. But she didn't really shed light into that. You see, Mohbad, the guy triggered Mohbad to punch him. So she doesn't trust anyone at this point. Why was she trying to act all innocent about the whole situation when she was actually even present there and she knew the reason why they had the altercation? Why didn't tell the public about that side of the story of what really happened on why Mohbad was actually fighting with his friend? This is why people are pointing fingers at his wife. She's not speaking the truth. Because she said they fought truly. The guy had one beef with him. I heard it's not natural. I'm not in a good state of mind. I don't know what his friend had in mind that night. I don't trust anyone at this point. And his wife knew he was not in his right state of mind and she was trying to get him home that night during his after his last performance at Ikorodu. And they wanted to take him to the hospital due to the ear pain you also spoke of, which was the ear infection that was reported that caused his death. So if she knew all of this, why would she say she doesn't know the intention the friend must have had that night? Why not specify? And concerning the video where Mohbad was declared dead, I really want to understand what role the wife played in that video, because I heard she was also in the vehicle, Mohbad's elder brother, younger brother, and his friend, the boy with the dread, was also in the vehicle where they declared him dead. And some persons were saying, oh, Mohbad moved his neck in that video, meaning that he might have still been alive when he was in that car while they rushed him. And they said they kind of used their hand to suppress his neck or body and ended the video immediately. Mohbad showed sign of life. And the wife was said to be in that same vehicle as well. So are you guys working towards that area? Because the boys actually turned themselves in for interrogation statements and all of that. It's very fishy because she's acting like she didn't know what happened when in fact she was there at the center of it, and she also made it seem like she wasn't even in the car.
Wie schaffen es Promis, so schnell Gewicht zu verlieren? Hör mal kurz mit dem Scrollen auf, weil
and was saying that, oh, Mohbad is dead. She never acted. She just came online on social media to drop several
see how he's talking about this
tributes
wife
already for your husband who had barely died within 20. So he said they saw the movement of Mohbad's neck in that video, but they attributed it to Gallop. And they said Mohbad's wife might just be scared. That was why she didn't initially want to speak up. What can you say led to the ear pain and him passing out and all of that? I really want to understand, and I still want to find out if those things were the root cause of the death. So I really want to know how you guys are going to tie all these points together, because as it is now, it's being tagged mainly on drug, according to the autopsy you guys carried out. So I actually want to know if those harassment and assault contributed to the boy being depressed to the point where he was probably moved to take those substances to ease himself of the pain. Could be a way of escaping that reality of him being haunted by these people.
We can't say for sure. That's the truth. Only God knows how he got the infection. Maybe he was scratching his ear with something. I don't even know. But then I charmed and do for a ear infection. Only God, that one we cannot say about it now, you know, right? Okay. And now, Sam Larry and the bullying, that's a totally different case on its own.
they agree for Sam Larry, they don't agree for
it's totally different. This is another case, down is another case. But because of how bad the bullying was, that's why Nigerians are putting all this together. You understand? Only God knows. Whether it is the infection, whether it is charm, whether it is the drugs, only God knows. You understand? Because the whole saga is just disgusting.
So you see where this is going, right? So Sam Larry, from the whole talk, assaulted Mohbad, eventually led to the ear pain. I don't know if that might be side effect of him taking excessive dosage of those things. So let's get the point here.
You are right. We personally believe that bullying took away that boy's rest of mind. It made him scared of everything, scared of everybody, and he was behaving as if every single person wants to do something to him. So he was not at ease. He was scared of everyone, even his shadow. You understand? So they put so much pressure on him, you know, mentally, and that I think affected him so much, a lot, and reduced his quality of life.
Because the water they gave him in NDLA.
So yes, you can say that indirectly you might have caused that, but you cannot tag it physically. You understand? But yes, we personally believe that they tormented this guy. They actually tormented him. You understand? And broke his spirit. You know. So yes, you will tie that, but it's a different issue, and that will be dealt with too.
A lot of persons are still not believing that it happened because of an ear infection, because Mohbad was fine and all of that until the point where he was injected. So I think what he was injected now, like you said, the chemicals would have worn off from his body. And he died on the 12th of September, which was Tuesday, and the show at Ikorodu was on Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday morning, if I'm not mistaken, Mohbad was still alive. So was it a treatment that was ongoing within the hours of Sunday to Tuesday where he was finally declared dead? So I really want to know what was going on within that time frame. After the nurse injected him, what happened? what were they doing with his body before they brought him to the hospital? Because according to the hospital, he had there were signs of rigor mortis, and rigor mortis is the stiffening of the body after 2 hours of death. So where were they with Mohbad before they brought him to the hospital? Because he was already stiffening already as at the time when they brought him to the hospital.
Yeah, but you can't say he was fine before the injection because the infection is not something that someone can see. You understand? Only God knows. You can have an infection, I don't know. That's just how it is. You understand? Until when someone starts getting into pain and then he starts telling you, you can never know. But yes, they should answer for that because they harassed him and they tormented him. You can't call this homicide, but you can call it manslaughter. But that is only if you are able to now tag the pressure they put on him, the torment, the harassment, to him starting to take something that then caused infection, which then caused the treatment of the infection to be a killer. You see, so that's even a difficult thing to prove yourself.
So why wait for his body to even get to the point of being stiffened before you carry him to the hospital for proper diagnosis? This is what I really want to understand. Aside the nurse giving him injection, was it at the moment where the nurse gave him this injection that he passed away, or he passed away after like some hours after he was given the medication, the injection? So because we can actually say that injection led to his death if he passed after the nurse had injected him.
Now, that is the question that must be answered. We don't want to hear the autopsy and the physical stuff. You understand? Science is going to tell us, but the personal stuff we can't know. That is the right question. Personally, what we believe is this: if there is going to be rigor mortis, that means that individual must have died for some time before going to the hospital. So now that's what we want to know. When was the exact time of death? Is it that when he died they did not know? They did not notice it when it was late? And did they bury him in a rush because they knew that they allowed his body to stay for some time before they took him there and they don't want issues to come up with them? Or what is it? That's what we must know now.
So I knew many of you are going to be like, there was a guy that was an eyewitness at the hospital that saw Mohbad. So I actually asked him, what about that guy that saw Mohbad at the hospital? This was what the insider had to say.
Look, that guy that said that he saw Mohbad, and we know him. We found him. You understand that he saw Mohbad? You understand? He did not see Mohbad. We saw the picture that he's saying that he took. It was just someone, so it's maybe he thought that was Mohbad or no, we don't know. But we saw the picture, so either he himself is delusional, but truly, yes, someone collapsed in the hospital that day, but maybe he just mixed it up. But that was Mohbad. Secondly, the nurse after treating him, injecting him, she left them. He was there for some time. You understand? She left, she had even gone home. We have evidence for all that one. She injected him the night before, not the same day. You understand? So now the wife has started giving statement, right? And as it's going, we will do it. And for all the evidences, I assure you, all the statements, all the videos, all the recordings, whatever it is, I'll try my best to get them out and give it to you anonymously. Don't worry, you'll see it.
Okay, I actually forgot to ask a question, a very vital question. It slipped my mind. I don't know if you see this tomorrow when I'm working on a video. So why did Sam Larry start bullying and attacking Mohbad after Mohbad left Malia's music last year?
If you're talking about the harassment aspect of it, Sam Larry did not start harassing Mohbad after he left Malian. Sam Larry started harassing Mohbad even before he left Malian. You have to understand that aspect, right? Don't forget that Mohbad actually left Malian after some incidents had happened already. And let's not forget about his mental health, as I said to you as well. You understand? Sam Larry, I told you, he is nothing but all these thugs that will beat them, that stay around musicians and they bring their boys and pretend to be like they're the ones that are securing these people and then they extort money from that and stuff. That's what he does. He has been collecting money from Mohbad. We have evidences many times. Look, it is simply a case of someone thinking that he can bully someone else because he has the strength to do it.
Some human beings are like that. Mohbad is a street boy. He's a street boy. Do you understand? He's weak. Forget the fact that he's a celebrity. He's weak. Who does he have to fight for him? Will somebody go and do that to somebody else that has maybe a father or mother that will stand?
I think that is the end of
the publicly and fight or something like that.
And
he's from the street. That's why other street people like Sam feel that they can keep extorting him. It's extortion. It's not about any living Malian. Sam Larry extorts artists. It's his business. He was extorting Mohbad. He was also using that as well to make money from Mali. He's an extortionist. Mohbad stopped paying that extortion. See it like this. There is a small boy, a person that came out of poverty, called Mohbad, that went into music from the streets. While he was there, he had people that watched his back for him. People like Sam Larry that used to protect him, and he used to hang around them even before he became anything. You understand? Then God lifted that boy, and now he became a Malian. He entered Malian, he blew, he got money. And he continued that relationship that he had with Sam Larry. Now, during that aspect of it, a lot of things have happened, which I'm not going to start explaining one by one because I already told you yesterday, that caused to the point that he had to leave the Malians, right? Now, he left the Malians. There is no evidence that Naira Marley did anything to him. The only evidence that we even have is Naira Marley even helping him. Do you understand? So that's what I'm not talking. Now, Sam Larry, on the other hand, we have videos he's threatening Mohbad. We have videos of him and Mohbad even fighting. Now, Sam Larry is a person that extorts, and he feels that he is owed. That is where the problem even started, where he was feeling that he was owed something by Mohbad. That's the truth. You understand? And it kept going up to the point of all this. He has fought with Mohbad. He has insulted Mohbad. Mohbad has insulted him. Mohbad has fought him. It's not just in one waiting. Even Mohbad himself went and beat up somebody's boy. Do you understand? Like, this is them. This is what they do. This is your typical story of a person that is outgrowing where he was born, that wants to go to step up to the next level of life, and the other level that he was in before does not want to allow him to grow completely without any entanglements. That's where Mohbad is. Yes, he might have been doing drugs, but he was at the point that he wanted to step up to the next level of his life. Do you understand? And then now, demons will not want him to grow. I want us to understand the basics, right? Before we even start talking about facts of life and whatnot, I just want us to understand the bottom line there. This is a person that wanted to step up to the next level of life. That's it. And some people that were with him also feel that he owes them something.
Like and share the video.
So it's quite messy. This is what normally happens when people want to outgrow where they are. Haters. That's the truth.
Okay, so according to what he's saying, it was Sam Larry that wasn't cool with Mohbad leaving the Malian street life and the extortion and all of that. It's not like Naira actually sent Sam Larry. Sam Larry was just doing his own thing.
So why Sam Larry not attack any other person
to lift the lifestyle?
This like you want to why not go attack the video?
The phone. There was a phone, second phone. Mohbad was asking his wife for. He was demanding for the second phone, and the wife refused to give him that phone. It was during an argument they had in the last phone conversation. I don't know when that was recorded, but the wife and Mohbad were having a heated argument on the phone, and Mohbad was flaring up due to the wife keeping that second phone away from Mohbad. So I don't know if you guys found that phone to see if there's anything there that also helped the case.
The second phone that you're talking about is a phone he used. After he finished using it, when he bought a new phone, he gave his wife that phone for her to use. In the heat of an argument, he said she should give him back his phone. You understand? And then she said no, she won't give him because her stuff are now inside the phone. Because it's now her phone. So let's not carry trivial things and put it here. That's my main issue here. You understand? Now, for Naira Marley did not send Sam Larry. But what I would say is this: Naira Marley is a coward that he could not stand up for his artist, for allowing his artist to just go. He doesn't care what happens between Sam Larry and his artist or no. He should have come in and stepped in. Maybe today, Mohbad would have still been alive. So that is my own
grievance with Naira Marley. That I don't care attitude. That lifestyle. That's
No, I don't
So
care. He
guys, I
was the
think I
one
now understand
that
why
sent
Mohbad
him.
didn't want to go to the hospital after hearing all this. The Lagos State Police Command spokesman Benjamin Hundeyin said that the Nigerian music industry promotes this drug abuse. He made it known at the 2023 First Week Lecture Symposium organized by the Nigerian Union of Journalists. He said the music industry is not helping us in any way. They glamorize drugs. Not all that glitter is good. He said while urging the elderly Nigerians to join in the fight against drug abuse. He alleged that a lot of superstars are involved in drug abuse. According to him, when musicians have health challenges, they most times do not want to go to the hospital. They rather invite a nurse to treat them at home because they are using this drug. He said these artists going to the hospital will expose that and they don't want people to know. So this was what the Lagos State Police Command SP talked about. Was he indirectly telling us about Mohbad's case? So guys, that was all the information I could gather from the insider, and these are actually the people working on the Mohbad case, like the investigation, the autopsy, and all of that. These are the people in charge, and they're handling the case. So he just wanted his identity to be anonymous. That's why I used the term insider. So far, he revealed that there are video evidence of all these things he has talked about that he will try his possible best to get them to me. If I'm able to get those videos from the insider, I'll also share it with you guys. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel.
So guys, so that is it. Wait till I think I don't want to talk again because I don't they talk too much on this mobile. Make una self dissect. Do you think this audio, this conversation between this insider and this blogger, you think is genuine? You think they have an agenda? If it's genuine, you think they have an agenda that all what he says, all of them are true? What do you think? Please leave it in the comment section for me. I'll come later. I'm going to go analyze and make your girl go take a rest. Okay, guys. Bye for now. See you guys later. I just said let me bring this audio to your notice. Bye-bye.